well, I moved cows and Blue! You can barely see him. Blue man! Blue! Hi! He came all the way up, and I'm still waiting for a couple calves to come up here. But we moved pastures, and I got to ride around the hayfield and make sure everything's good there. And Red, of course, came up. But yeah, we got Blue Man up here. He's gonna be sore, so he's gonna get his medicine. I think this is the second time since surgery that he's actually came all the way up here. But he's finding the good stuff right now. He's finding dead things to eat. Come on, babies!
I'd do it backwards this morning. Show you the sunrise first. It ain't quite there yet. And yeah, while I was disking, I had time to move them into the 3/4 piece. So she did a video. You may have already seen it, or you might see it at the end. I just got to remember to put it in. And I swear, the moon was like middle of the screen there yesterday morning, and I'm out later this morning than normal. It's way up there. And neighbors finally made it back over here in this field across the road from us. They mowing and disking here again. Wasn't sure if they were mowing or not. Becky tried telling me, "Oh, they didn't mow it." No. And she picked me up from the field last night. We come by here. I'm looking on. Nah, there ain't no stubble left there, dear. So it was the mower that I saw when I left, but it was up on top of the hill. It was hard to see. And I then hopefully got both manure spreaders ready to go. They're both sitting over here anyway. And that tractor there has to get a extension on the drawbar and an adapter on the PTO, because the New Holland spreader, the one to the left, we run out a little faster. We run a 800 RPM on the PTO shaft. The only thing it runs is the beaters, and we converted it to hydraulic drive for the floor. And that gets it to where the beater runs the same speed as it does on the International. Does a lot better job. And actually, I think the beater teeth are holding up, the paddles are holding up better than they did at the slower speed. So what we do is run the tractor with 1,000 shaft with the adapter on it and run it at 800 RPMs and go from there. It's dark in here, wouldn't you know it? She thinks I'm going to come feed her. Oopsie. Yeah, that was laying out there straight out from the post. I reached it with the almighty rake. Saved me having to get down there. They do knock them out once in a while. Now, had we put these in everybody's noses, we would know who it came from. I'm sure we'll find out, because it's not going to be a smaller one. It's going to be out of a bigger calf. So far, the ones I can see from here, I'll have them in their noses. Although, that one clear out there, I don't think there's one in that one's nose, but that's not necessarily a bigger calf, so may not have gotten one. Anyway, it happens. Bad thing is some of these calves in here are damn near as big as the long yearling heifers in here. So you look at a long yearling heifer, you got to see what the tag is, you know. Unless you can get a different view on them than I got from here. And Dancer's kid there in the middle of the screen, he still got his in. Yes, I'm talking about you. Okay, he says. Anyway, we get to feeding so we can get him out of the way. Never guess what I'm doing. Yep. Looking out across all the shithole over here across the fence. Used to be a nice stand of timber. Well, an okay stand of timber, I should say. Then they logged it. You got 2 years to replant. I think it's 2 years in the state of Oregon. There ain't no replant going on. It's been at least 6 years. Gone to the county and got it split up into 3 different tax lots so he can build 3 different houses on it and sell them all. Kind of surprised he hasn't done it yet. Tylen was supposed to have done this yesterday, but she decided she didn't feel good enough to do it, so she left at 3 o'clock. And she shows up this morning, right after I got done feeding. Says she's got a migraine and the chills, and it's like, yeah, why don't you go home? She spent a couple nights with a friend of hers in the last week who, well, a little over a week, I guess. Somewhere in there, I don't know. Anyway, her friend has been supposed to be going to diesel school and has a job, and she hadn't been to either one of them in 5 or 6 days because one of her co-workers was sick and give it to her, whatever it is. And no, it's not that freaking C word. Her friend got tested for it, and Tylen's friend is homesick now and got tested for it. Neither one of them have it. So that ain't it. And Becky's trying to stay healthy so she can get through those allergy shots she's been taking that she already had to start over because when she had pneumonia she couldn't do it. Well, now Becky's got a headache, but her tummy doesn't feel good. The other two haven't said anything about the tummy not feeling good. So hopefully Becky's alright to keep doing her allergy shots, or she'll have to start over yet again. Anyway, oh yeah, and while I was disking, Tylen did get the cows moved off this piece. In case you didn't notice where they were at. Oh, and yep, that field across the road, it's all worked up now. I saw Dougie doing the corners with the disc when I went in for lunch. And I saw him up there yesterday, but what I saw, I thought might have been their harrow. I didn't get to see it very well because it was kind of over the edge of the hill. No, it was the mower. They mowed the rest of it off before they disked it. So, next thing I would imagine, usually they'll come in with the harrow and contour everything. So I would imagine that'll be the next thing over there. I'm just getting this done so I can hook this tractor up to a manure spreader and maybe get some manure up on that field I disked yesterday. And they threw another shot of rain in. I think Monday they decided we got 30% chance. Well, hey, last Thursday they said 60% chance, and last Wednesday they decided it was 0. So, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, yeah, I'm smearing some shit. Get it smeared and grow streaks instead of little mounds. Oh, and hot shot we were having trouble with. I took it apart this morning. I took it apart last year too. Put new batteries in it after cleaning everything up. One of the batteries seemed to, shall we say, take a puke. It takes 6 C cells, and one puked. I didn't even test voltage on it. 2 others were down below 1.5 volts, but the other 3 were at just shy of 2.5 volts each, and all the new ones were right around 2.5 volts. So I cleaned everything up even better than I did before, and tested all the stuff inside and everything I could test. Everything tested fine. Got stuff cleaned up really good. Got dielectric grease smeared on as good as I could. Put the batteries in her and she's working. So, That saves us a couple $100 for the moment. Although I still plan on getting another one just because. So here's what I'm going to do for the next, I don't know, hour and a half. And I see a column of dust look about straight over our shop. I'd say they're on the other side of the side road over there, working on a 100-acre field. And I might bring you back, I might not. If I do, hey, I'll see you again. If not, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope your hump day's been well, and hope you have a good Thursday.